Supreme Being!
Supreme Being!
Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome.
Thank you for all the encouraging comments. Welcome to all our new viewers, subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, now is the time to do so.
Yeah, we are trying to post videos every other day. And
sometimes we skip, but we are trying to be regular. And today we're gonna speak about extremes and how this affects the twin flame connection, because all we would like, all of us, is to move towards a successful twin flame connection, right?
Yep, and in this video we're gonna speak about how the state of mind that you have right now can dictate your whole life upside down. Literally, things that will happen to you simply because of a small perception that you have, and we want for you to have a bigger perception so that you get things right.
That's exactly so. And we are speaking from our own experience, how things happened for us, and not only, also by observing other twin flames who connect with us or not, our sources of conclusions that we come up with, downloads, let's say, are numerous, and we really would love to share them with you.
Yes, I hope you resonate with what we are about to say in this video.
Well, as a matter of fact, your perception of what we're gonna speak about right now exactly has to do with what we are going to speak about.
Yep. It can be mind-blowing how come your whole life means something, okay, but as soon as you change your perception to the better, it totally means something else, and this will help you so much in growing on your journey.
And when we speak about better right now, we actually mean the middle path.
Yeah.
Because the more you are approaching to the middle path, the golden middle, the more you are manifesting a successful twin flame connection, twin flame union. And you don't actually have to do anything to manifest a twin flame union, because we know that many of our viewers are actually in separation, unfortunately. And our deepest desire, just like to many of you, I know some of you have already almost given up, and they're coming out of this, and they're not hoping anymore for a twin flame union. But I truly believe that these times will come when we crack a certain part of the matrix, and there will be more space for this energy to unleash.
That will be lovely.
And
no, continue.
And we are actually all having our role in all this, how this would happen, and making little steps towards twin flame connection is very essential to all of us. It's not just essential to your specific union with your own twin flame. It's essential to everybody.
I already spoke about that this year will be different, and it is different in a small way, but it will affect the next years. So whatever you're doing this year will dictate whatever is going to happen on the next year, and together with your partner in your twin flame connection, you will realize how important your path on Earth is, because it will start to affect the other couples as well, and also all the people that is surrounding you, and this makes the whole earth going to another level, because right now the level we are in is the stupidity level.
Oh, well,
it's not even survival.
yes.
It's not even survival, it's stupidity, because in the tribes people really survive there and they look out for each other to survive, but here is like the more stupid you are the better.
We almost stopped to look out for each other anymore, unfortunately. As a matter of fact, the house that my parents take care of, there was in that village a huge storm yesterday, and we are going tomorrow there to help, because there's a lot of fallen trees all over the place and stuff like this. And it was really an example how when they went yesterday, the people were almost fighting with each other instead of helping each other, because everybody is in the same position in such situations, right? And it's so sad to see someone fighting with others when in hard times we really have to unite. That's very important.
Everyone
That's
is
why
looking.
Twin Flame Union is important.
Yes, everyone out there in that village, they are looking out for their own sake and their own land, their own properties. So they are not thinking the bigger picture. Yes, if their property
I
is
think
safe.
it's something valid for all over
Yeah.
the world right now.
Yeah, it's just an example. This is the perfect example, not to be like an abstract thing. This exists everywhere. So they think by saving themselves, they achieve perfection. But as a matter of fact, they probably cannot come out of their own house to go out of the village, because there's damages everywhere. So they really need to help each other out. You cannot just get stuck.
And the key for this is really to be as much as possible in the middle. To stay as close as possible to the balanced state. In spirituality, we speak a lot about being in the middle and being balanced. As a matter of fact, if you think that you're balanced, you actually are not. And I'm saying this very responsibly, because I also went through this. Andre also went through this. And I'm pretty sure everybody does.
It's a daily struggle to achieve middle path perfection.
Exactly. Now, it is absolutely clear that we are human beings and nothing human is, foreign to us. But there is a way to stay as close as possible to the middle path. So the more we are extreme in our thinking, in our behavior, in our daily life, in anything we do, the more we are not able to perceive what others mean. Yes, we are not able to perceive what others mean. I have to repeat that, I think.
10,000 more times.
Because when you are on the extreme yin or the extreme yang energy, for example, if I am like on the extreme positive energy, which I often am, of course, as a person with more yang energy, but the more I am in this state of just being positive about anything, the more I'm not objective towards the reality that is happening, because I will be trying to find only positive things in everything that is happening around me.
Yeah.
And this has, of course, its positives, but it has a lot of negatives as well. So in this way, by staying extremely positive, I'm really not allowing myself to experience certain emotions. So I am actually restricting myself. It's not actually that I have entered in this state and I'm just gonna stay there forever as something natural that is happening to me. I am provoking it through many numerous ways there's many factors contributing to this. That includes how I reset my brain, what I eat, the people I surround myself, and so on and so forth. But this actually is not the reality, because there is a lot of negativity out there. But I am just trying to avoid it, or to totally retort it so that my brain can like it.
And I'm pretty sure I know what they're thinking, most of them. They're like, yeah, but if this was an ideal world, it will be more than okay to be only positive. Well, you're still wrong, because in the Taoism it says that when you are doing only good, evil is created, meaning that if the whole world was positive and on the yang energy, it will happen something somehow, somewhere, like a collapse of starting to create the opposite. I don't know, it's just like this.
Yes, it would be
There's an
probably
imbalance
behind the scenes, and it would
Behind the scenes.
erupt
Yeah.
in one point.
I just wanted to say something when you were speaking. I have
Yes.
another video in mind, the neglect of your twin flame partner, and I want to make this video. It will be like part 1, part 2, because it's going to be big,
Okay,
so that we remember. And
we have to
yeah.
make notes, because
Let me say a hint at least, just so you know, because when the one gets prioritized, for example, Petya is prioritized in the twin flame relationship, I will receive a downfall and she will be dragged with me, and vice versa. So I won't speak about
that's it. Okay. We will make records of that. Not to forget.
that. Yes.
But coming back to our topic, just to finish it off a little bit, the more we try to be balanced, the more we are actually able to see the other side.
Yes, the reality of the other side.
Exactly. It's not about being negative. Like, I'm not saying like, if you have been just focusing on the positive until now, go ahead and just become negative and grumpy and stuff like
No,
this.
It means for both sides.
It's more like to be realistic, to focus on the realistic part. Because it is absolutely obvious that there's all kind of people out there. Everybody has different intentions on what they're doing.
And unfortunately, you will not be able to experience the middle path until you are with someone or live with someone that is your opposite, so that you can find the proper, pure balance in between. I thought I was balanced until I met her, and I was not. I was just so far away. You the same.
Exactly. And you will kind of know when you are balanced, but I think we'll make a separate video about that. And again, we're making a disclaimer. We are absolutely aware that perfect balance is not able to be achieved, and that is because we are human beings. We're interacting with all kind of people, with all kind of entities all the time, and because of this, we have to enter in different states. We experience different emotions. It's natural. That's a part of us.
And then they also say that anything is possible. Yes, anything is possible, but you need to put the efforts there in order to make it possible, which can take years. It's not like this. You know?
I got a download. Anything is possible, but it has consequences. Always. So, from everything we do, it has its consequences.
Yeah.
And we have to bear them. If it's not immediately, it will come later on. Take an example as Atlantis. That's where they were trying to be extremely positive, focus on spirituality, all kind of techniques of meditating and improving yourself, focusing on yourself. But there was the other world eventually, and this is what put things underwater.
Yeah, they went underwater. Technically, I mean, there is a physical reason, but the spiritual reason is because they were on the extreme. Let's be honest.
Exactly, and
That's
the
what we're
water
talking
is yin energy.
And now you can think for yourself, are we on the balance right now as a united world? I mean, united world. As the whole world into perspective? Maybe not. And as an individual, probably. But when you are with your partner, that is your opposite, again, we are back to zero. So
it is actually the twin flame union that starts to drag you, whether you want or not.
It's like a magnet.
Towards the real balance. Because this is when you start to see the real presence, what exactly things are. You get a different perspective. You just cannot get this perspective when you're not with your twin flame, unfortunately.
I want to bring an example.
Okay?
So when you are on the one extreme, you see the world like this, with the one side of the cup, which means the world becomes small. And when you turn the cup the other way around, which is the people that are on the other side of the extreme, they see the world much more wide. But when you are on the perfect balance, or you meet your opposite, your twin flame, your partner, both ends collapse into one, and the illusion disappears, so the cup is gone. And this is what you have to break through, break free.
Something like a saying or a proverb in Bulgaria, to do things so that the lamb is intact and the wolf is full. So to do things in a way so that we don't have to kill the lamb, but the wolf also gets satisfied. And
very cool.
If you always think in that direction, in whatever you're doing, I think that's a perfect guideline for focusing on balance. It's really simple.
And we encourage you to rewatch this video, because not like you watch and then you watch it again right after. Take a break, and then about whatever time you need.
And by the way, we have tons of videos. If you just go and dig in the past, even before we started speaking about twin flames, we have a ton of videos about just spirituality. It's something you're interested in. As many times we have questions, but we already made videos on these things. We encourage you, go backwards in our videos, and maybe you'll find something even more interesting for yourself.
Yeah.
And if you have any questions, anything we can contribute to for you to hear our point of view as one together, let us know in the comments, and we'll be happy to do that.
It'll be amazing.
See you soon.
See you.